Hello and welcome to another update video about Chainlink. Link moving up together a little bit with the rest of the market, but nothing too exciting here. I think, and I've added it to the chart now, this kind of descending wedge structure. I think we could be getting, something like this here. So that means some kind of a ending diagonal pattern in this downtrend. They often are similar to very, very slow declines, sideways movements, a lot of indecision. The market, the sellers are getting weaker, the buyers are not yet very strong, so you get a lot of choppy up and down movements, so we need to be prepared for that in the coming weeks. I still have no evidence that a low is in. It can be in at any moment really, but ideally I would still like to see for Chainlink here lower lows, sort of into the $3 region. I don't see anything really bullish here yet, and so far my view was correct, but it just takes time. It just takes time, and I think we are now in this fifth wave to the downside. In this fifth wave, we obviously have 5 subwaves. So this is actually, let me see that. Yeah, so we're looking here at this wave as a wave 1, then the wave 2 to the upside. We could now still be in the third wave. I don't think that's complete yet. Then a wave 4 to the upside and the wave 5 down. Should all play out ideally in this kind of wedge pattern. I don't have a very clear vision and visibility here of the subwaves because it is quite choppy, and with diagonals you need to be prepared. This can change quite frequently. These subwave structures, I could imagine we're doing something like that we're currently moving up in a fourth wave here. That's certainly possible, but it could also be, and that's just a different count, that all of this long wave down was a wave 1. This here was a wave 2, and then the wave 3 is still in the making, yeah, and this is just a wave 1 of the wave 3. So, I can't give you a count here with high confidence at the moment because that is quite choppy, and we just need to see a little bit how this is now going to develop in the next few, just a question, this would sit here probably, how this now develops in the next few weeks. But for me at the moment, this is still pushing down. We have now reached here sort of the resistance of that wedge. I mean, depending on how I draw it, it looks currently like we try to break out, or we actually broke out already. So just need to keep observing that. But for me, the volume is too low to really talk about a substantial breakout. And we also haven't really broken above any of the previous highs that are relevant. So yeah, we've also made a new low recently, and therefore the imminent upside scenario was completely invalidated, and I'm looking here still at lower prices. But in a diagonal pattern, we don't, so this does not look impulsive, yeah? So when you have an impulsive move down, which you often don't have in a fifth wave, because the fifth wave is sort of towards the end of a trend. But if you have an impulse, you would normally look at much more bearish targets here. I mean, I've put down bearish target 290 to 350, and I think that is really realistic if we look at these wave structures here. But we might not necessarily need to go down that low. I'll observe that, of course, very closely for you, and should anything change, I will make you aware, but I wouldn't bother too much about this move to the upside. There's also it's a very choppy price move, and yeah, don't have very good visibility of the lower level counts here at the moment with Link. Because in the diagonal you can get all sorts of different waves and shapes. And what is important, I think, is this resistance area here that is sort of at $6.11, the previous high. Getting above that might trigger a larger bounce, but in my opinion it's too early to talk about anything bullish here. Okay, and that's my update about Chainlink. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.